Coming up,
A deer robs a bank. A coyote breaks into Alcatraz.
and TSA finds whatever that is. Welcome to This Week in Weird, brought to you by TTG.
The Talking Gruse, bringing you the less serious side of the news. Now, your host, the Gruse.
Welcome back to This Week in Weird, the only show where animals are bold, the humans are confused, and the TSA is doing their best. Let's jump on in. Now we begin in Suffolk County, New York. Usually when the bank alarm trips on a Sunday, the police are looking for the guy with the crowbar. This time, the suspect had 4 legs and zero understanding of interest rates.
This incident took place in Ridge, New York, at a branch of Webster Bank. Is that like Emmanuel Lewis's operation?
Webster, folks, look it up. It was a show from the 80s.
Officers from Suffolk County Police Department were dispatched to the location after a commercial burglary alarm was triggered. Upon arrival, they expected a standard break-in. Instead, they discovered a large buck, a male deer, had crashed through the front window and become trapped inside the facility. According to the report filed by Ben Hooper, the animal caused significant damage to the bank's office while frantically attempting to find an exit. The situation required a unique tactical response. The police officers on the scene actually had to lasso the deer while it was inside the lobby. They then physically led the animal out the front door to release it back into the wild. The deer was unharmed, though the bank interior was left in shambles. The Suffolk County Police later released footage of the incident, joking in an official statement, "We think the buck was looking for bucks."
Yeah, that's a bad dad joke.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
That is a completely bad dad joke. I mean, this deer...
He went in and bucked it all up.
Yeah, bucked it all up. Yeah, hey, all right. Way to go. I mean, it's, honestly, in my opinion, finding a deer at an ATM is probably the most Long Island thing to happen this decade, though.
Yeah. At an ATM? He was...
Well, he was actually at the bank, but, it's, imagine if the bank was open, being the teller who had to explain to the corporate office why the suspect fled on all fours. I mean...
The deer, it got into the safe and smashed all the safe deposit boxes.
Exactly. I mean, think about this, folks. So...
It sounds like something the Joker would do.
Oh, yeah, it does, actually. Now, think about this, folks. Imagine being the cop who had to radio in, "Yeah, dispatch, it's a deer." Again.
Again. We're in bucking trouble here.
With that, I think we're going to bucking move on to the next story. Heading west to the Bay Area, we have a story about an athlete. Now, someone who looked at the freezing, treacherous waters of the San Francisco Bay and said, "I can take it." But this wasn't a triathlete. It was a coyote with a very strange travel itinerary.
This is a historical anomaly. For the first time in recorded history, a coyote has been documented on Alcatraz Island. The sighting was confirmed by Aidan Moore, a guest relations employee for Alcatraz City Cruises. A tourist showed him video footage she had just captured of a coyote swimming across the bay and climbing onto the rocks of the former federal prison. To put this in perspective, the swim from the mainland, or Angel Island, is over a mile long, though the water with strong currents and freezing temperatures. Through the water with strong currents and freezing temperatures. Julian Espinoza, a spokesperson for the Golden Gate National Recreation Area, confirmed that while coyotes are common in Maine parklands, one has never been observed on the rock before. Sean Connery, There's a coyote on the rock. Janet Kessler, a naturalist who has studied San Francisco coyotes for 20 years, noted that the animal could survive there due to freshwater puddles and plenty of seagulls to eat. However, after the initial sighting, rangers searched the island and found nothing. It's believed he either swam back or is hiding in the dense brush. Kessler advised the public, leave the coyote alone because this is it doing whatever it does best.
The coyote did what a lot of criminals couldn't do.
Well, they were trying to swim off the island. He swam to it.
Well, yeah, but still, it's
Either way.
one half dozen the other. I mean, it's
Depends on which way the current's flowing.
that's true. I mean, this coyote swam a mile through freezing water. Meanwhile, I complain when my shower is lukewarm.
He took a bucking swim. Sorry, I can't let that one go today.
This coyote didn't break out of Alcatraz. He broke into it. Now that's commitment, right there. Breaking into Alcatraz, or here's what it is. San Francisco guys, we all know everything's higher priced in San Francisco. The coyote saw the prison, and he thought, finally, affordable housing.
Rent, it's too damn high.
This coyote, free food. He ate better than the inmates did. I mean, he gets seagull for dinner every night.
Must be better than goat.
Well, that's true. I mean,
Tastes like chicken.
goat. It's goat, the other white meat, not just pork. I mean, it's just. It's funny here. It's the first successful Alcatraz arrival since 1962, when they closed the prison.
I know.
Oh, okay.
That's when they closed the rock.
Way to go, Sean Connery. Well, we're halfway through the weirdness, folks. We still have turtles and bras and mystery bikes to get to. But honestly, trying to comprehend why a coyote would swim a mile to a prison requires a level of mental fortitude that coffee just doesn't provide.
That's why we're partnering with Rogue Energy. Look, if you need the focus to lasso a deer in a bank lobby, or just the energy to get through your actual job without crashing through a window yourself, you need this.
Now, Rogue Energy is the perfect fuel for the Talking Gruse audience and the Talking Gruse. It's sugar-free, you won't crash harder than the deer did, and it tastes incredible. We got black cherry today, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, black cherry, really good. Really good. It's basically the opposite of drinking freezing bay water like our coyote friend did.
Yeah, he would have liked this to wash down the seagull with.
Yeah, true.
And we have a special offer for our viewers. You can support the show and your own wakefulness by using our link in the description below. Use code TTG News for a 10% discount at checkout.
Yeah, so don't be like that coyote exhausted on a rock, wondering where your life went wrong. Be like the deer, full of kinetic energy and ready to break barriers. Literally. Go to Rogue Energy, use code TTG News, and let them know we sent you. Now let's talk about the TSA. Well, the TSA just released their annual List of Shame, officially called the most unusual fines of 2025. Every year, people try to bring absolute madness onto airplanes. And every year, we are reminded that common sense is not a carry-on item. What made the list?
This ought to be fun. It was a banner year for confiscated contraband. Taking the number one spot was a seizure at Boise Airport in Idaho. A passenger attempted to bring a replica pipe bomb in their luggage. What? It was wrapped. The device was constructed from PVC pipes, wooden blocks, and protruding wires. And it was wrapped in paper explicitly marked C4. The passenger claimed they were training aids, but TSA Federal Security Director James Spies, what a good name for a TSA director, noted that The officers take no risks when they see an image that looks like an explosive. But the list gets stranger with biological smuggling. At Newark Liberty International and Miami International, officers intercepted multiple turtles. I like turtles. That was a internet hype thing for a while. In one instance, the turtles were concealed in a traveler's pants. Ouch. In another, officers discovered turtles hidden inside a passenger's bra. Also ouch. Other items on the top 10 list included a knife concealed inside of a knee brace at Quad Cities International, razor blades hidden in clothing at Denver International, drugs inside shoes at Kona International. Should have just stuck with the coffee. And a knife inside a child's car seat at Dallas-Fort Worth. Perhaps most creatively, officers at Miami International found bullets hidden inside a bottle of Nesquik chocolate powder, and in Anchorage, pills were found inside a shampoo bottle. Ooh, what kind of pills?
I didn't say. So, turtles in bras. I mean, I got to give them points for the creativity.
Heroes in a half shell.
They would be heroes in a half shell. I mean, but, was the person like a carpenter's dream?
Yeah. Maybe it was a they, them who decided to wear a bra and, was into...
No, turtles. Turtles in trousers. I mean, that sounds like the name of a Dr. Seuss book that got rejected.
Yeah, too graphic.
I mean, it and then also, it takes a special kind of someone, or really special kind of stupidity, to bring something to the airport labeled C4.
Right? Even if it was a prop for a movie. Hello, use your
intelligence.
Ship it FedEx, people. Wait, no, that probably wouldn't be good either. This
is perfectly the reason why the security line always takes like 45 minutes to go through.
Yeah.
It's Turtle Pants Guy.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. I mean, bullets and Nesquik powder. That gives chocolate milk with a kick a whole new meaning. I'm just saying.
What kind of bullet was he killed with, officer? I don't know, but it smelled chocolatey.
Yeah. Oh. Now we're going to Montana. There's a mystery in Great Falls involving the Missouri River and some very misplaced sporting equipment. Now, this sounds like a local legend in the making, or perhaps just boredom manifesting as art.
So this is a genuine local enigma. In the middle of the Missouri River near Great Falls, there's a large log, and wedged firmly on top of that log are 3 bicycles. These bikes have been sitting there stranded in the middle of the river since at least the fall of 2020. People abandon them in the middle of COVID or something. Local reporter Quentin Shores. How is it always spies, Shores? From KRTV recently conducted an investigation but could not find the perpetrators. The effort required to place them there is significant. Someone would have to boat or swim out to the log while carrying a bicycle, hoist it up, and secure it 3 separate times. Rebecca Engum, the executive director of Great Falls, Montana Tourism, told reporters she calls it an piece of impromptu urban art. She noted that for people to carry bikes out and secure them is a unique thing. Meanwhile, Crystal Flegger, a general manager at the local Mackenzie River Pizza Company, says tourists come in constantly asking about the bikes on the log. Sounds like code for something. Hey man, did you see the bikes on the log? Despite Reddit threads and local gossip, no one knows who put them there or why.
Okay, so let's rewind here. 2020. The world was on fire in 2020. So, you know, these people had nothing better to do. You know, they were bored. They were bored. They couldn't go out. They couldn't go out to the restaurants, and they couldn't go to the stores. So they were bored. So they went out to the woods and put up bikes on a log.
It's log. It's log. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood.
You know, or you know what? Maybe 3 bikes on a log was was somebody's idea of starting spin classes for beavers.
A beaver on a bike, though, their legs aren't that long.
I mean,
is that a beaver on your bike, or are you just happy to see me?
You know, maybe Sasquatch was trying to learn how to ride a bike.
Maybe.
I mean, you know, it's
Did they come up with a name for this piece of urban art?
and yeah, how could you? No, they haven't that I know of. And how could you call it urban art when it's out in the woods?
Yeah, wouldn't that be rural art?
I mean, you know,
Bike log, circa 2020.
I actually, you know what? It's probably was where the triathletes decided to give up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody stop.
it's
Put a mask on and go home.
it could be a memorial though for everyone who tried to exercise during the pandemic and quit.
Yeah. It's like the licks on a lollipop on a Tootsie Pop. No one will ever know.
Well, we have one more story, and it involves balloons and grown men in business casual. But first, if you're enjoying this deep dive into the absurd, please hit that like button. It helps the algorithm understand that you, too, are confused about turtles and bras.
And subscribe if you want to be notified the next time a coyote breaks into a federal facility.
And finally, it's time for our world record of the week. Only one this week.
No fanfare, huh?
Yeah, nothing major. Now, we usually cover feats of strength or endurance, but today we are looking at pure, unadulterated skill in Salt Lake City. Now, what feat of human excellence are we celebrating?
Well, we are celebrating precision and teamwork. Serial record breaker David Rush teamed up with 11 tech industry workers at a trade show to attempt a very specific record, keeping 25 balloons in the air for 1 minute. Rush noted that group records are actually the most difficult to break because, in his words, you have 12 different variables. If just one person loses focus and a balloon touches the carpet, the record fails. The team of 12 stood in a circle and frantically batted 25 balloons upward, then successfully kept all of them aloft for the full 60 seconds, securing the Guinness World Record for most balloons kept in the air by a team.
Yeah, so David Rush is at it again.
Everybody shut your phones off.
Yeah. Shut your phones off. You
No
don't wanna
check and text while you're doing
You
this.
don't want to be disturbed while we're trying to break a world record. 12 grown men slapping balloons. Would that be the peak corporate performance?
I don't know. It sounds more like a peak ticket to HR to get written up or something.
Looks like some babies getting made tonight.
I'm not looking to get pregnant tonight.
Excuse me. Sorry. Joel, that's a red card for you.
Babies are not getting made tonight, not here on company property. If you're going to have intercourse, please go beyond the flood lamps at the perimeter of the plaza and into the Rite Aid parking lot.
Guess what?
Oh my God. There probably was so much static in the room from the balloons. It could have powered Salt Lake for a week. I mean, David Rush. He has more records than that news reporter had socks.
And that's a lot.
And that's a lot of socks. I wonder if there was a blooper reel for this. Because think, if one person sneezed, it would ruin everything.
Right?
I mean, it's...
Everybody keep your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Yeah, there we go. Finally, I got to say, it's a world record that we could break if we had 10 other friends.
Yeah, we have a hard enough time just paying each other our dues every week.
Yeah, I am. Exactly.
You're late.
So let's recap the state of the world. Deer are robbing banks in New York to pay off their loans. Coyotes are moving into Alcatraz to avoid San Francisco rent. And the TSA is running a reptile sanctuary in people's underwear. Montana is storing bikes in rivers. There's tech workers that are playing with balloons.
It's a beautiful, stupid world we live in, isn't it?
It certainly is. Now let us know in the comments, what is the weirdest thing you've ever seen on a log? Or in a bra? Actually, don't answer a second.
Please don't. And don't forget to check out Rogue Energy using code TTG News.
I'm the Gruse.
And I'm the co-host, better known as Rich.
And remember, keep your balloons up and your turtles out of your pants. We'll see you next time on This Week in News.